very good morning to all dear students and welcome back to HS Foster online class. Dear students, in the previous class we have learned that whether sociology can be called a science or not. And what we find here, it is clearly described that if the methods of a study are scientific, the subject deserves the rank of a science. Sociology does make use of scientific methods in the study of its subject matter, and it is therefore entitled to be called a science. So there is no doubt that sociology can be called a science. It is clearly mentioned here. Point number one, firstly, though sociology cannot experiment with man directly in a laboratory, its social behavior is amenable to scientific investigation as any other natural phenomena. It says that though sociology cannot experiment the whole body of human being directly in a laboratory, but it studies about its social behavior in a scientific way or scientific investigations, just like other natural sciences or other natural phenomena. And secondly, what we find here is that two other basic methods of scientific investigation, observation and comparison, are readily available to the sociologist, and he uses them all the time. Secondly, it is clearly described that there are two basic methods of scientific investigations applied by sociology, and these are observation and comparison, and these two are readily available to the sociologist, and he uses them all the time. The sociologist uses them all the time. Thirdly, what we find here is that all the physical sciences also do not employ laboratory for experiment. For example, astronomy cannot experiment with its materials. What we find here is that all other sciences, physical sciences, like biology, political science, any other sciences, they do not employ, use laboratory for experiment. For instance, astronomy, they cannot experiment the star, the moon, the satellite, they cannot put them into a laboratory. So sociology deserves to be a science. Fourthly, what we find here is that sociology does frame laws and attempts to predict. It endeavors to discover laws that are generally applicable regardless of variations in culture. What we find here is that sociology does frame, it makes the structures, laws and attempts to predict, and its endeavors means sincere attempts to discover laws and that are generally applicable regardless of variations in culture. Fifthly, sociology delineates cause-effect relationship. Delineates mean describe or depict. Sociology describes cause-effect relationship. In its study of family, it has traced the relationship between family disorganization and divorce, between urbanization and family disorganization as one of the causes of the worst. Thus, sociology traces cause-effect relationship in social disorganization, and it tries to find an answer to how as well as why of social processes and relationships. So, dear students, we will stop right here for today.